Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be discussing G-Force. Now G-Force starts out in a dark office with Ben, a secret agent, talking to another secret agent named Darwin, and he says that the room is secure so they can speak freely. And so Ben tells him that there is someone out there named name Cluster Storm, and he is working with another bad guy named I always got this name wrong in the movie. Hang on, I put it in my notes. Name Flex. So, with Flex and Cluster Storm working together, they are now building something that they are now building a machine to take over the world, but nobody knows what that is. So, Darwin's mission is to go to see Flex and find out what that machine is that they're building, to download it to their file so they can show the CSC agents that are coming to inspect the office tomorrow. Because if the FCA agents do their inspection on Ben's building, that means that Darwin and all the secret agent guinea pigs will no longer be secret agents anymore, and they will shut them down for good. So they are going to go into the field and investigate their first case to prove to Ben's bosses that they deserve to be secret agents. So they go out into the field, and here we meet Speckles, who is a mole, and he works in electronics computers, and he is their eyes and ears. And pay attention to him because he will be coming back later. I do have some feelings about Speckles. Anyway, then we meet Darwin, the head of the team, who is a brown guinea pig, and then after Darwin, we meet Juarez, who is the only girl spy agent, and I love her. And then we meet, hang on, I forgot his name. And I forgot his name. Blaster. So there is Speckles, Blaster, Darwin, and Juarez. So as Speckles is trying to get into the building to get the file for the machine, he is stopped by a squirrel. But he tells the squirrel to go away, and so the squirrel does. And so he just keeps continuing to look through the computer for the file. And then Buster asks Juarez on a date, but she says that she is gonna pass because she because she likes Darwin. But we got some trouble here because people because when Darwin made it into the party, he was all good because people are not suspicious. But now people are getting suspicious because Darwin is under the table with the computer, and people are now starting to look around because they can see that something is crawling in on all their feet. So with Darwin almost getting caught, he still gets the file and he downloads the invention, or so he thinks. And then he almost gets caught, but Speckles pulls him back up and just in time. And then we see this yellow van, and inside it is Ben and Marcy. So they drive off. And then when they get back home, Ben tells the team, "Good work, and we should and actually and, and actually we can show this to our bosses, and then that way the company that they build will with all guinea pigs, and not just guinea pigs, with all animals, with them being secret agents, can stay open." So the next day comes around and they all get ready for their bosses to walk in and to be impressed. But before that, though, I should tell you, Darwin goes to Juarez and he asks her up front, "Do you like me?" And then and then And then Juarez says, no, I don't like you. I like Buster. The only reason that I said I like you is because I want him to be interested in me. And even if you were interested in me, I would not be interested in you. And then Juarez closes the door on him. And so the next day, the bosses come in and they actually meet the guinea pigs, and then they show him Darwin's evidence. And it turned out that Darwin's evidence was actually the wrong file because it's a coffee machine and not the big weapon that was going to be released on the town. Now, remember when I told you that Darwin's mission and everyone's mission was to get that file about that machine? Well, since they didn't get the right file on the machine about it, they said, okay, we are gonna shut you down. So have everything out of here tomorrow because I am shutting the program down. So Darwin tells Ben and Marcy, Ben, I know I downloaded the right file. Please, you cannot give up on us. Please, 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 please. Give us another chance. And Ben is saying the same thing to his bosses, like, please, give us another chance. Darwin downloaded the right file, just please give us another chance. But they say, no, we're not going to give you any more chances. So, when they get ready to talk to Ben about shutting the program down, Darwin says, come on, everyone. Whatever it takes. We will prove that we are worthy, and we will catch this bad guy, and that we will not give up, and that we are going to find that file. So, they get in their little compartment, even Speckles, but he gets his glasses taken away. But it's fun. He can still see because, Darwin will help him out. So, with that in mind, they try to disappear, but, yeah. Okay. Marcy created a distraction so that the team could disappear, So what they are going to do is they are going to do what Ben bosses say and go to the pet store, but as soon as they get in the pet store, so they are headed to the pet store. Now that they are in the pet store, they meet another guinea pig named Harley. And they meet the three mice, and then they meet this other guinea pig named and, and then they meet this other guinea pig named Gruddy, who is so grumpy, I'm telling you. That boy acts like nobody goes near my space. Well, guy, you're a pet. You guys are guinea pigs. So you're all gonna have to share the cage together until adoption time. So their plan is to get adopted, and then when they get adopted from somebody, escape at nighttime and go back to Ben's, and then find the right downloaded file that they downloaded on that computer of Ben's. So they all get adopted, and Buster ends up going home with the boy who had this sister that is a little girl, and actually she takes Juarez. But first, the boy launches Harley when nobody is looking into the snake cage. But don't worry, the guy who works there put Harley back into his cage. So Speckles also tries to get adopted, but it doesn't go out so well. So with Speckles not getting adopted, I guess, I don't know what brought this on, but whenever the humans came to see Speckles, he played dead. So the humans thought that he was dead and took him out to the trash can. When Darwin wasn't looking, so Darwin says, Speckles, no, because Speckles was planning their escape. But since the humans thought that he was dead, they took him out to the trash. And Speckles got crushed. So, at the little girl and boy's house, because they are brother and sister, Buster is getting played with by a little toy car. He's on the toy car, and he is busting down blocks. And Juarez is getting lipstick and nail polish put on her. And then she says, "Ay, ay, ay, I look like Beverly Hills Chihuahua." And then, when Buster makes it outside, he actually tries to save he actually tries to save Juarez, but Juarez ends up saving him again because when the boy tries to catch him, Juarez flies on a balloon and hits the little boy on the head, so he goes into the pool while Juarez and Buster escape, and then it turns out that they're the secret way out of that cage because when Darwin was trying to figure out a way to get out of there actually is a secret pathway under the cage, and it turned out that the grouchy guinea pig had it because he was saving his food in there. And then Darwin tells him, my friend Speckles got crushed in a garbage truck, and all this time you knew how to escape and you didn't say anything? And then he just says that he forgot that was there. And then the mean little guinea pig pushes Harley down there. And now Harley is going with Darwin because he thinks that they are brothers because they both have the same birthmark. So, while they are going down the street and trying to get back to Ben's place on a skateboard, actually the same coffee machine that Darwin downloaded is in a window, and it has a special chip in it, just like the machine has in it, and it turns on by itself, and it tries to attack Harley and Darwin at the same time. But by working together, they both defeat it, and Darwin and Harley find out that the same person who built the machines is Clusterstorm. Flux and Clusterstorm are the same person. And the chip that they had in the machine is in 1,000 of machinery, and if people use it, it's gonna come to life and they're gonna take over the world and destroy it. So, are you guys worried about that file that I said that Darwin didn't download. Well, it turns out that Darwin did download the right file, but when Ben and Marcy had their special agent Cockroach sneak back in to get the flash drive, it turned out that the file had a virus on it. It had a virus on it. So, Ben and Marcy, Darwin and Buster, they all are reunited at the office. And Ben finally tells them the truth that he all rescued them and that they are not special agents. But Ben just wanted them to think that they are special. And that we all get their backstories. Buster was saved in a lab because they used to do tests on him. And Horace was saved in a restaurant because apparently in the restaurant they like to eat guinea pig. And Darwin was bought at a pet store. And his mother abandoned him because he was the runt of the litter. And Ben does say that he is sorry for lying to them all these years, but he just wanted them to feel like they were special. And he tells Harley that he is right, that Darwin is just an ordinary guinea pig. And Harley says, "Since when did you start listening to me? Look, Darwin, you may not be special, but you are a special agent because you saved me from that machine. And you found out the weapon that Clusterstone was going to use. You guys are all special agents, and the 3 special agents are sitting right here in this room, right by me." So, Darwin says that Harley is right and that they are special agents and that they are going to do whatever they can do to stop that machine from destroying the world. But it doesn't go off until noon, until 6 minutes from now, midnight tonight. So, it turned out that they try to find out a way to defeat Clusterstorm, and Harley actually comes up with the idea to use the tech against him to destroy the bad guy Clusterstorm. But everybody looks at him and then they smile to themselves. Because Harley actually came up with a good idea. But Harley doesn't think so, so he goes back into the pizza box where he finds pizza. So, Ben actually gives them soup. Force, their first G-Force vehicle. Oh, and G-Force is the name that Buster came up with. That Blaster came up with. I'm sorry, Blaster. I was calling him Buster. It's Blaster. That Blaster came up with. So, Ben gives them a hamster vehicle with wheels and brakes and glasses, and it's like really cool. And they go driving down the road with the secret agent who is working for Clusterstorm, by the way, so they can catch him. And it turned out that Flex, the bad guy, is working for Clusterstorm and giving him money to build his evil weapons. So, it turned out when they finally get into the Clusterstorm hideout, they go into the headquarters, and you will never believe who Clusterstorm is. Clusterstorm is Speckles. And Speckles saying that he is doing this because he lost his family. So he makes every machinery come to life in that building. After he told Harley to keep watching that he was counting on him, Harley gets distracted by a piece of cake. And honestly, I really don't blame Harley, 'cause that did look like a good cake from in the screen when I was watching the movie. But with Harley in the microwave, the machine comes to life and grows arms and feet. And then it tries to cook Harley. So, the team has to find out how to stop Speckles and to get Harley out of that machine. So, Buster and Juarez tries to get Harley out of the machine, while Darwin tries to stop Speckles. And while Speckles is destroying the world, he told Darwin when he was a baby, his parents told him, "Son, whenever you find the people who destroyed our home, get your revenge." So he is keeping the promise to his family and actually getting his revenge. But Darwin tells him that you haven't lost your family. We are your family. Me, Buster, Juarez, Ben and Marcy, we are your family. Ben found us, he rescued us, and he rescued you from underground when the humans destroyed your home, and he made us a family. So, when Speckles tries to stop it, he can't stop it. So, him and Darwin work together, and they actually shut it down very, 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 very good. But before this happened, before he even stopped Speckles, it turned out that when Darwin was hanging on to that cord with Harley. Harley let go of the cord himself so Darwin could bounce back up and stop Speckles. And Harley said, I believe in you, my brother, and you can go ahead and stop Speckles and save the world. So, Harley falls, but Blaster and Juarez catch him. But, you guys remember the microwave? The microwave is still fighting Blaster, Juarez, and Harley. So when Darwin and Speckles finally stops the machine explodes, but Juarez catches Darwin and she brings him down to the ground where he is safe. But Harley gets crushed by the microwave, but with the help of Blaster and but with the help of Blaster and Darwin and Juarez, they finally lift the machine and get Harley from under the microwave. And Blaster says, look, he landed right next to his cake. And then Darwin is telling him to wake up, to please wake up. And Darwin says, I would be proud to call you my brother. And then with that, in the smell of cake, Harley finally wakes up and Harley says, Darwin, do you really mean that? And then Darwin says, that was just in the heat of the moment. But then Harley looked at him even closer, and then Darwin finally caves and says, yes, I would be proud to call you my brother. Oh, and Harley, do you still want to be a secret agent? And be a part of the team? So, we cut over to the next day. The day is saved. And the FBI bosses calls Ben back and he apologizes to G-Force and says, I apologize for ever doubting you guys. Well, welcome to the Special Agent Society, and they all get their badges. And guess what? Harley is a part of the team, and he is also a special agent. And remember the little mouse and the wait. And the grumpy little guinea pig who is a ferret? Well, actually, they They all get adopted by Ben and Marcy, and and they bring them to their house and they say, "Welcome to the team and welcome to your new home." And then when they all get their badges, at the end of the movie, they have a big dance party. And that is the end of the movie. Bye, and see you guys in my next video. Oh, and from my family to yours, happy holidays.